So today I'm going to explain to you the idea behind a memory jar, and then I'm going to try and convince you to join my cult. Okay, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I intended to publish this video about 4.5 months ago, and then I kind of just forgot about it until right now when I found it in my box of videos that I need to do. So we're just going to pretend that didn't happen. Now, the idea of these jars are very simple. You start one at the beginning of each year, or because I completely forgot to publish this for several months, you do it on your birthday, which is a completely valid and reasonable starting point to the year. But the jar is supposed to last a full year. So the date you start and end it is kind of arbitrary. I think New Year's is a good time to do it. You can also just do it on your birthday. And the only thing that you put in this jar is happy memories, only happy memories. So the way that I do this is I carry a notebook around with a pen, and every time I have a nice encounter or a good day, or I go climbing, or I meet a fun dog, that's actually quite a large percentage of my jar, I write it down on a piece of paper, I put the date on the back, I fold it up, and I put it in my jar. And at the end of the year, I put them all in order, and I read every single happy memory I've had for the entire year. I also put in things like train tickets or museum tickets, or, I actually put my hair in one year when my hair fell out and I developed alopecia, which wasn't necessarily a happy memory, but it was an important memory. Essentially, what we're doing here is we're practicing mindfulness. Now, studies have shown that mindfulness and sitting down and reevaluating the things that you've done that have made you happy over, a recent period is very good for your mental health. Personally, I'm on my 6th year of doing this, and I can really say that it has genuinely improved my mood just an insane amount. I appreciate things more, and I'm always excited when something happens and I can go, man, I'm going to write that down in my jar. Then on New Year's, or around New Year's, because I'm going to be honest, I'm usually absolutely blattered on New Year's, I take out every single one and I read all of the good things I've done for the entire year. And you'd be amazed how much you forget. I look back through some of my old jars and I pull out pieces and I don't even remember them, but I'm reading them, so I know they must have happened. And there's something really lovely about being able to go back and rifle through the things that made you happy. So eventually one year, my housemate decided that he wanted to have a go, and then he just didn't do it. So the next year, I painted him a jar and I gave it to him as a gift so that he would be socially obligated to, actually have a go. And this spread to me now doing it for around 35 of my friends every single year. This is my Christmas present to them. I give them homework for an entire year. So anyway, this is how I started my own cult. I was quite surprised that at the end of each year, the vast majority of the people that I give these jars to come back for another one. I have a rule that I won't make you another one if you haven't finished this year's jar. And I very rarely have had to actually enforce that rule. Most people who do it find that it really does improve their mental health. I do find that the time of year where I start painting jars, which is around about October, and I rarely finish on time, so I'm usually still going by January. This year I finished my own jar in February, I think, because I do my jar last. But I really enjoy doing it because it means I have to sit down and think about what defines my friends to me. Who are they? What do they enjoy? And I find that it's really fun to customize each one. But yeah, if you're going to take anything away from this video, it doesn't have to be that you make a jar. It may be that you just sit down and think about, at the end of the day, what makes you happy each day. What brings you joy? What little things? Is it petting dogs? Is it eating good food? Is it traveling? And just sit down and think about it at the end of the day. And if you feel like it, write it down and pop it into a jar. You don't need to paint the jar all dramatically like mine. The first couple of years, I only ever put the date on them. I never put any art on them. So have a go and see if it helps you like it helped me.